Hello foodies, welcome back to my channel Tasty Treats by Nikki to the English series. So here I am again with a new recipe for you all, but before we start the recipe, quickly go and subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Okay, so today's recipe is Dahi Vada or Dahi Bhalle Delhi style. Delicious and a snack recipe. So quickly note down the ingredients that you are going to need to make this recipe. Very simple and easy if you know the basics of this. So here I have taken yellow moong dal 1 bowl and urad dal 1.5 bowl or cup, whatever you feel, but the quantity, the proportion has to be the same. So this is soaked for overnight and washed. Then next here I have dates, 3 to 4 dates and 1 cup tamarind I've taken and soaked overnight. Some green chilies and coriander. Grind both the dals. So this is the yellow dal and this is the urad dal that I've grind. Also you have to grind the tamarind and dates ka paste, and then both the dals I've kept separately. We have to mix it nicely. Just wanted to show you. This I have grind and I have sieved it. Yes, with a sieve. You also have to do the same for a fine paste. So now let's prepare the mixture. Mixing the dal first together. You have to keep beating or mixing it. Next here I am adding 3 to 4 chopped chilies. Finely chopped green chilies. Next goes in my cumin, 2 tablespoons of cumin. Next I am going to add in some salt. If you want, you can also add very finely chopped ginger, but I have not added because I don't like the flavor of it in my dahi vadas. So now the key practice or the key portion of the recipe is that you have to beat it as much as you can until it becomes nice and fluffy. The batter, you look at that, it had become fluffy. Keeping it aside, now we are going to prepare the yogurt mix. So here I have taken 1 bowl of yogurt, adding in a pinch of salt. Next I am adding in here 2 to 3 spoons of sugar, normal sugar. You can also take brown sugar if you want. And then we are going to mix it nicely until the curd or the yogurt becomes a little thin. Running consistency. We want it to go to running consistency. So beat it nicely. Once it is mixed nicely and there are no lumps, I am adding in a little water for that running consistency of the yogurt. After adding the water, again you have to mix it or beat it nicely or just whisk it, and you get the proper thickness, the running consistency that you want for the yogurt. So once this is done, we will again keep this aside for resting. Till then we will go and prepare the vadas. So before we prepare the vadas, you have to do this test. Take a bowl of water, put the batter in it, and if the batter floats, that means it is ready to go into the oil. So just heat up a kadhai, a wok or a pan. Fill it with some oil. Let the oil heat up nicely. Do not rush, and then gradually keep adding the batter for the preparation of the vadas. We are not going to add any baking powder or baking soda or any ENO. The way we bet the batter is going to make the vadas nice and smooth. So just have patience and cook it on. Now my gas is on medium flame because the oil is nice and hot, the temperature that I want. And then we wait for the vadas to get properly cooked. So here we are going to cook the vadas only until they are a little golden in color, not too much, because when you remove it, it will still be in the cooking process even after you remove the vadas from the kadhai. So remember that you do not have to overcook it until they are golden brown. You just have to cook it or fry it until they are a little slight golden in color. but make sure that they are also cooked from inside properly. So this is the color, desired color that I am asking for, nice and a little golden, because when I take it out, they are going to still be in the cooking process because of the hot oil that the vadas has absorbed. So don't panic or don't just feel that it is going to be raw. It is not going to be raw, it's going to be fully cooked and nicely done. So after this here, and this is the perfect color that you have to give to your vadas before you take them out. Repeating the process, make all your vadas, and then we move towards the preparation of the dahi vada. So here all my batches have been done nicely. Taking out the last batch, and now comes the process of dipping the vadas into the water. Now after dipping it in the water, just we'll keep it for about 1 to 2 minutes, not more than that, just for 1 to 2 minutes. And then we squeeze the water firmly and nicely, but very gently. Be very gentle when you squeeze out the water from the vadas, or your vadas will tend to break. So just remove nicely and place it in the dish or in the bowl where you're going to do the plating of your vadas. Now it's time for all the chutneys and all the spices to be added. So first, as it is dahi vada, so first we are going to add the yogurt, the curd. As much as you want, you can add and fill it nicely with it. See the running consistency of the yogurt. So this is the consistency that you need to make dahi vadas and also for kachori. Next I am adding in the tamarind and dates chutney. Again, I have grinded it and I have sieved it. Next, I'm going to add the green chutney. It's a very basic way of making the green chutney. Some coriander, fresh mint leaves, then green chilies, little garlic and little ginger, and a pinch of salt, and you're ready with your green chutney. Pouring over the dahi vadas. Next, I am going to add some pomegranate. This is completely optional. If you want, you add. If you want, you skip. You can also use save that you get normally in the market. That is also used for save puri. So that also you can sprinkle over it. And lastly, I am adding in here coriander, fresh finely chopped coriander. Now comes the spices that you add over it. All the chutneys are done. So sprinkling over some red chilli powder, just a little of it, and then I'm going to sprinkle some chaat masala powder over it. And here goes the chaat masala powder. Just 2 to 3 pinches and not more than that. Next, I'm going to sprinkle over it some cumin powder, a very little of it, because we already have chaat masala, and chaat masala basically has all the spices in it. So yes, this is done and ready. Quickly go and try the recipe and have it and share it and let me know how you liked it. I hope you enjoyed watching the video and also enjoyed the recipe. So do try it, subscribe to the channel, like the video. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye, take care. Do subscribe.